When you need more information regarding a pull box, especially when a project requires a specific one and you're unsure where to find details, there are several avenues to explore. Firstly, contacting the building owner or manager is a good starting point. They may have existing documentation or specifications for the pull box in question. Secondly, utilizing online resources can prove invaluable. Search engines like Google or Bing can help you find information about similar pull boxes. Check the websites of major manufacturers, home improvement stores such as Home Depot or Lowe's, and electrical supply distributors. Look for product manuals, installation guides, and specification sheets which often contain detailed information. Thirdly, consulting with a qualified electrician can provide expert advice. Electricians can help you identify the right pull box for your project, assist with the installation process, and ensure compliance with local electrical codes. Fourthly, contacting the local electrical authority, or LE, can provide guidance on electrical codes and regulations related to pull boxes. They might also have access to specific product information. Pull boxes are essential components in electrical systems, providing access to wires and cables for inspection, maintenance, and repair. They typically feature multiple knockout holes, simplifying conduit entry. Installation methods can vary. Pull boxes are commonly installed on walls or ceilings, and can be surface mounted or flush mounted depending on the application. These boxes are made from a range of materials, including aluminum, steel, and polyvinyl chloride, each offering different levels of durability and suitability for various environments. When selecting a pull box, it's important to consider several factors. These include the size of the box, its capacity, and the materials it's made from. These considerations will ensure that the pull box meets your project's specific requirements. Remember that proper installation and compliance with electrical codes are crucial for safety and functionality. It is always recommended to consult with a qualified electrician for any electrical work. If possible, try to obtain the manufacturer and model number of the pull box. This will significantly simplify the process of finding detailed information. Consider the size, capacity, and materials to make sure the box meets your project needs. Always consult with a qualified electrician to ensure proper installation and compliance. Knowing the purpose of a pull box can assist in its selection. They are primarily used to provide access to electrical wires and cables. This access is essential for inspection, allowing electricians to check the condition of the wiring and connections. It also facilitates maintenance, enabling electricians to perform necessary repairs or replacements. Moreover, pull boxes aid in repairs by providing a convenient point to access and work on the wiring system. They usually contain multiple knockout holes. These holes allow for easy conduit entry, simplifying the process of running wires into and out of the box. These boxes are typically installed on walls or ceilings. Depending on the design of the installation, it can be either surface mounted, where the box is visible on the surface, or flush mounted, where the box is set into the wall or ceiling to be level with the surface. Pull boxes are manufactured from a variety of materials. Aluminum pull boxes are lightweight and corrosion resistant, making them suitable for outdoor or damp environments. Steel pull boxes are robust and provide excellent protection for the wiring, ideal for industrial settings. Polyvinyl chloride pull boxes are non-conductive and resistant to chemicals, often used in corrosive environments. Remember to gather as much information as possible about the specific pull box needed for the project. If the building owner has existing electrical schematics or records, reviewing these documents could provide valuable insights into the existing pull box specifications. Examining similar projects completed in the past may also give clues about the appropriate type and size of pull box to use. When searching online, broaden your search terms to include variations such as junction box, wiring box, or electrical enclosure to capture a wider range of results. Also, explore online forums and communities dedicated to electrical work, where experienced professionals may share their knowledge and recommendations. When consulting with an electrician, provide them with all the available information about the project, including the existing wiring system, the intended use of the pull box, and any specific requirements or constraints. This will enable them to offer the most relevant and helpful advice. When contacting the local electrical authority, be prepared to provide detailed information about the project and the specific pull box you are considering. They may have specific requirements or regulations that you need to comply with. Before finalizing your choice of pull box, carefully evaluate its size and capacity to ensure it can accommodate the required number of wires and connections. Consider the environmental conditions in which the pull box will be installed and choose a material that is appropriate for those conditions. Always prioritize safety and compliance with electrical codes when selecting and installing a pull box. Consulting with experienced professionals and following established guidelines can help ensure a successful and safe electrical installation. Also, when consulting an electrician, ask them about any specific techniques or best practices for installing the pull box in a particular location and application you have in mind. They may have valuable insights based on their experience with similar projects. When contacting the LEA, inquire about any recent changes or updates to the electrical codes and regulations that may affect your project. Staying up to date with the latest requirements is essential for ensuring compliance. Furthermore, when selecting a pull box, consider the ease of access and maintenance. Choose a location and mounting method that allows for convenient inspection and repair of the wiring system. If the pull box will be located in a high-traffic area, consider using a lockable enclosure to prevent unauthorized access and tampering. Remember to properly label all wires and connections within the pull box to facilitate future troubleshooting and maintenance. Use clear and durable labels that are resistant to moisture and chemicals. Before energizing the electrical system, thoroughly inspect the pull box and all associated wiring to ensure everything is properly installed and connected. Verify that all connections are tight and secure, and that there are no exposed wires or damaged components. Document the installation process, including the type and size of pull box used, the location of the box, and any relevant wiring details. This documentation can be valuable for future maintenance and troubleshooting. If you are unsure about any aspect of the pull box selection or installation process, do not hesitate to seek assistance from a qualified electrician or electrical engineer. Their expertise can help you avoid costly mistakes and ensure a safe and reliable electrical system. Keep in mind that pull boxes are not just for new installations. They can also be used to add new circuits or modify existing wiring systems. When adding a new circuit, be sure to properly size the pull box and conductors to accommodate the additional load. When modifying an existing wiring system, carefully inspect the existing pull boxes and wiring to ensure they are in good condition and meet current code requirements. If you encounter any problems or issues during the pull box selection or installation process, address them promptly and effectively. Ignoring problems can lead to more serious issues down the road. Remember that the quality of the pull box and the quality of the installation are both critical for ensuring the long-term reliability and safety of the electrical system. Invest in high-quality components and follow best practices for installation to minimize the risk of problems in the future. Staying informed, seeking expert advice, and paying attention to detail can help ensure a successful and safe pull box installation. Consider the environmental factors when selecting the pull box material. For instance, if the pull box is to be installed in a coastal area, a corrosion-resistant material like polyvinyl chloride or stainless steel would be ideal. If the pull box is in a location exposed to extreme temperatures, choose a material that can withstand these conditions without degrading or becoming brittle. Consider the potential for physical impact or abrasion. In industrial settings, for example, a heavy-duty steel pull box might be necessary to protect the wiring from damage. When selecting a pull box, think about the long-term maintenance requirements. Choose a design that allows for easy access to the wiring and connections for inspection, testing, and repair. If the pull box will be located in a difficult-to-reach area, such as a high ceiling or a crawl space, consider using a remote monitoring system that can provide real-time information about the status of the electrical system. When working with pull boxes, always follow lockout/tagout procedures to de-energize the circuit before beginning any work. This will help to prevent electrical shock and other injuries. Use appropriate personal protective equipment such as gloves, eye protection, and insulated tools when working with electrical wiring and equipment. Keep the work area clean and organized to prevent tripping hazards and other accidents. If you are working with a large or heavy pull box, use appropriate lifting equipment and techniques to avoid back injuries. Be aware of the presence of other utilities, such as gas lines and water pipes, when installing a pull box. Avoid drilling or cutting into these utilities, as this could cause serious damage or injury. After completing the pull box installation, thoroughly test the wiring to ensure it is properly connected and functioning correctly. Use a multimeter or other testing equipment to verify the voltage, current, and continuity of the circuit. If you find any problems during testing, troubleshoot the wiring and make any necessary repairs before energizing the circuit. Finally, remember that electrical work can be dangerous, and it is always best to err on the side of caution. If you are not comfortable performing any aspect of the pull box selection or installation process, seek assistance from a qualified electrician.